f belongs to R alpha on a closed interval AB if and only if for every epsilon greater than 0 there exists a partition P of closed interval A to B such that U PF alpha minus L PF alpha is less than epsilon. Now proof: let f belongs to R alpha on closed interval AB, then lower integral f alpha and upper integral f alpha is equal to integral A to B f of alpha f of d alpha let epsilon is greater than 0 be any number, since the upper and the lower integrals are of infimum and the supremum respectively of the upper and the lower sum. Therefore there exists a partition P and P2 such that U P1 upper sum of P f alpha is less than integral A to B f of f d alpha plus epsilon upon 2, but f belongs to R alpha on closed interval A to B, so upper integral f alpha d f d alpha is equal to integral A to B f d alpha. Therefore upper sum P f alpha is less than upper integral f d alpha plus epsilon upon 2 becomes upper sum P1 f alpha is less than integral A to B f d alpha plus epsilon upon 2. Lower sum P2 f alpha is greater than lower integral f d alpha minus epsilon upon 2, but f belongs to R alpha on closed interval A to B, so integral lower integral f of alpha d alpha is equal to integral A to B f of f d alpha. So lower sum P2 f alpha is greater than integral A to B f of alpha minus epsilon per 2 becomes lower sum P2 f alpha is greater than integral A to B f alpha minus epsilon per 2, or L lower sum L P2 f alpha plus epsilon per 2 greater than integral A to B f d alpha, or integral A to B f of d alpha is less than lower sum P2 f alpha epsilon upon 2, or integral A to B f of alpha epsilon upon 2 is less than lower sum P2 f alpha plus epsilon upon 2 plus epsilon upon 2. Now if P is union of P1 plus P2, then the common refinement of P1 and P2 is equal to upper sum of P alpha is less than equal to of U upper sum of U P f alpha is less than integral A to B f d alpha plus epsilon upon 2 is less than L lower L P2 f alpha lower sum P2 f alpha plus epsilon upon 2 plus epsilon upon 2 is less than equal to of L over sum P f alpha plus epsilon from 1 and 2. So hence upper sum P f alpha minus lower sum P f alpha is less than epsilon. Conversely, let us suppose that your upper sum U P f alpha minus lower sum P f alpha is less than epsilon holds. Here we shall show that f belongs to R alpha over closed interval A to B, since we know that lower sum of p f f delta r is less than equal to lower integral a to b f of alpha is less than equal to integral upper integral of f d alpha is less than equal to of u p f alpha. Therefore 0 is less than equal to of integral a to b f d alpha minus integral lower integral a to b f d alpha is less than equal to of upper sum of u p f alpha minus lower sum of p f alpha L p f alpha, but u upper u p f alpha upper sum of u p f alpha minus lower sum L p f alpha is less than epsilon. So integral upper integral f d alpha minus lower integral f d alpha a to b f d alpha is less than epsilon. Since epsilon is an arbitrary, so we have integral a to upper integral a to b f d alpha minus lower integral a to b f d alpha is 0, or integral upper integral f d alpha is equal to lower integral a to b f d alpha. Hence f belongs to R alpha on closed interval a to b.